Welcome, my name is Langel. Thank you for coming and listening to me give my informative speech today. So many of you experience this, but yet you really don't know what's taking place when you do. So today I'm hoping you learn a little bit of what happens when you lay in bed and go to sleep. So to start off, sleep is a simple cycle in which our minds go into a minor unconscious state. So when you fall asleep, you actually really can't control what's happening in your body. It's a natural response for all living things, and sleep has a lot of benefits, but it also has a lot of disadvantages if you get a lack of sleep. So first off, sleep is a way for your entire body, your muscles, organs, and your brain all to take a break. Not entirely stop, but rather your muscles go into like a relaxed state. You can get re-energized for the next day, and so on. So that's why sleep is really important. So how much sleep you need, it depends on a lot of different things, your age, health, mental activity. But for normally adults, they average around 7 to 8 hours of sleep, while teenagers should get 7 to 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours, while infants average around 15 hours of sleep because their brain is constantly growing and developing, so that's why they require a little bit more sleep. But then again, it mostly depends on your physical exercise you receive in the day. So in sleep, there's actually 4 different stages of sleep that you experience in a night. Step 1, which is called the descending stage. This is when your blood pressure lowers. This is about the time you're getting into bed and closing your eyes and you start to get tired. Your heart rate and breathing all slow down. In this stage, it only lasts for a couple minutes. Stage 2, this is really difficult for you to wake up. This is when you start to go into like a little deeper sleep. Not quite into your deep sleep yet, but your brain waves slowly start to speed up again, and your eye movement slows down, and you spend most of your time in this stage. And as you can see on this graph right here, while you're awake, this is your brain frequency while you're awake, so it's going up and down really fast. And in stage 1, it slows down really slow because your brain is less active. In stage 2, it increases again because your brain is starting to go into that minor unconscious state. So, and then step 3, this is when you transfer from light sleep to deep sleep. Your delta waves, which I've been talking about, which are your sleep, which is brain frequency, this starts to slow down again because while you're sleeping, your brain frequencies don't give off as much energy because you're not doing anything. And stage 4, this stage, there's small amounts of energy waves given off because you're like in the deep sleep and you don't really know what's going on. This usually only lasts for about 30 minutes, and this is when, if you sleepwalk, this is where sleepwalking occurs and your intense dreams start to take place. And this is just another little graph of showing your brain frequency. So the next stage, which is called REM sleep, there's many different things that happen in stage 5. REM sleep stands for rapid eye movement, and this is the final stage of the sleep cycle. This is when all your intense dreams and a spike in brain waves increase in here. Your eye movement becomes irregular due to the frequency given off in your brain because there's so much frequency taking place in your brain that your eye movement becomes irregular, which is a little weird, but that's what takes place. And your breathing becomes very sharp and your heart rate and blood pressure all increase due to the amount of frequency given off in your brain. And then also another big factor is your mind starts to alter due to your thoughts and feelings and the effect of your behavior and function of your human mind. This all takes place while you're in stage 5. So stages 1 through 4 are called non-REM sleep. This is stage 1 through 4 obviously, and then during this stage your body repairs and regrows tissues, and your bones and muscles all begin to strengthen during this process because it's all re-energizing. Stage 1 through 4 are pretty important. This is when all your brain waves are slowing and no sleep takes place actually, but you spend about 80% of your night in non-REM sleep. And as you can see on this graph right here, this is REM sleep. This is the amount of activity going on in your brain. This is when due to intense dreaming and everything. While in non-REM sleep, this is actually non-REM sleep. Non-REM sleep, there's actually hardly any activity going on because you're not really doing anything. You're asleep. So in a night, you experience sleep cycles. All 5 stages of sleep cycle average about 1 hour to 2 hours. And you actually experience 4 to 6 sets of sleep cycles each night. Each sleep cycle, your REM sleep actually increases, and which is really good because the more REM sleep you receive, the better well rested you are for the next day, and that's when you receive all your energy. It's important to get enough sleep to complete each cycle enough times to stay healthy and fit. As you can see, sleep is really important for a different number of factors, like it keeps your body healthy, your muscles replenished with energy, and the amount of developing your brain receives from it. That's why infants receive a lot of sleep, is because their brain is constantly growing and developing. And sleep is also really important for your emotional well-being. And along with that, there's many different health-related effects of it, like your heart and kidney, blood pressure, obesity, and just all your daily physical functions all revolve around how much sleep you receive in the night. And that's all important because you actually don't know what's going on while you're sleeping. And it's kind of cool to learn how sleep affects you and what actually is taking place when you're sleeping. And that is it. That is everything. Thanks again for coming and listening to me give my informative speech about how sleep works.